Mr. Tyler.
Hey, Sankara, you're early, dear. What's going on?
No, I know, cause I get out of my class at 2:20, and
Okay.
I had me and Dajay, we was still working on it, and she said something must be wrong with my kid. So me and my mom had went to school today, cause I had to do some Falca and stuff,
Yeah, they
and
said they
I
gave you
just
another kit,
credited
right?
it in and got a new one. So I'm gonna
That's
see how the new one go.
y- right, but you got all the links and stuff to set it up, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just
so I'm gonna
focus
see
on
how
that.
that go, cause I need my grade.
I understand, Sankara. I understand, but just try to make it work. You got a brand new kit. I'm gonna go to the school tomorrow and see what's up with your old one because I think Miss Ball told me you got it, and that was earlier today. So
Yeah.
I'll figure out what's going on. Don't let it frustrate you, and I'm gonna be giving you some credit towards trying to get it going, but use this time to just focus on, especially in class today, getting it going. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Stay positive. Stay positive. All right. So let's see here. Hello, Leah.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Did you get your kit
Yeah.
replaced? You did?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think some of the staff contacted me and said you got it. So you're in the same space as St. Kyra. You got to start fresh, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What's his name? Courtney was supposed to help me. He said he was gonna help me after school.
Cool.
All right.
Hello, Dajay. All right. Courtney's
Hey,
here.
Mr. Tyler.
Hello, hello. All right. Everybody should be logged into SB and like Dajay, have your kits running so you can participate. Mm, Okay, and then we got Dajay here. We got Courtney listed. Okay. So 2 more minutes, we're going to go through our norms and talk about what we have to do today. Welcome to class, Ms. Kennard. Okay, so let me save attendance. So I just want to put that in there and put that there for you guys. That's yesterday with Dajay and Sinkyra, in case you guys wanted to see what they did. We even talked about how to pull down files. So you can click on that link and review it later. But it might help you see what they had to do. And I think Sinkyra, I know Sinkyra and Leah, they got new kits. They're going to be updating and putting their stuff back together. But this is pretty much what we did yesterday. It was me, Overdyke, Dajay, and Sinkyra after school. What am I looking for? I gotta save these attendance. Okay, so I think we're in good order. We're gonna go through our norms real quick. All right, here we go. All right, the 5 basic norms. So I'm gonna go down the list and call on each of you. Try to do it 2 at a time so we can get this over with. So Leah, can you read number 1 and number 2? Leah, are you there?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
And 2, dear.
Education in the classroom are sacred.
Thank you. Next on the list will be Courtney. Can you read 3 and 4?
Um, we would never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. And it's regarding yourself as student, always act with integrity.
Thank you, sir. 5 and number 1 of the academic norms, Dajay. Dajay, you there? Okay. come back to Dajay. She might have stepped away. Miss Kennard, can you read 5 and 1?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, read 5 and 1.
Okay. We take pride in the Cell Academy of Southwest. We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you, Miss Moore. Going to number 2 and number 3, Miss Kennard.
We respect the culture of the class and we are attention and participate.
Thank you. And then 4 and 5 would be Sinkyra.
We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you. All right. So we are done with the norms. And if you go on NSB, you'll notice, go to your class. This is 5th period, right? And you look here, you all should, if you scroll down, you'll see the townhouse link, right? And then right afterwards, you'll see that the lab assignments for 6 and 7 were posted. Now, last week we did labs 1 through 5. 4 and 5 were a quiz. So if you haven't done that, you can use your kids to catch up and get those scores in. Now, I have to admit, by next Friday, some zeros will be entered in for these labs. So if you just got your kits and you got it upgraded, don't waste no time to get it fully upgraded and get these labs done, because this is the double credit assignments. I want to say in about less than 2 weeks, we're done with quarter 2, meaning any grade that you got so far will be the grade you keep, and the grades are reset in quarter 3. But I don't want people to fail. So please try to get these, because this can boost your score up like quickly, because you're doing double credit assignments with these labs. They're hands-on labs, so I made them double credit. So what I mean by hands-on is you got to do what the video showed with me, Overdyke, Sinkyra, and Dajay, and make the sense hat work. But it won't work unless you connect everything correctly. Some students are snapping the sense hat in wrong, breaking pins. You have to use what is called that. It's like a black. Let me see if I can pull this up for you and put this in here in case you guys are setting it up. You have to follow these instructions for the sense hat, or when you plug it up and you get to that final part to do your lab, you're gonna be like, it doesn't work. You probably did something wrong. All right, so pay attention. If nothing else, another setup procedure and everything you guys have links for, but this is how your sense hat is set up. If you look here, this little black piece in the bag that comes in your box, it goes right underneath the sense hat like this. All right, and you want to line the pins up, line them up correctly, slide it into place. And then next, once it's like that, you're going to very carefully make sure you line the pins up. Again, some students will have 2 pins sitting out there not connecting, talking about my sense hat don't work. Well, did you connect everything correctly? Yeah. Sure about that? And then they come to the school and I'm like, see that right there? So don't be that person. Take your time. Don't speed through this. You could damage it. And then you're back at square one trying to get double credit assignments. You can't because you didn't follow directions, right? All right, so I put the link. I'm gonna put it in here again, and it was for yesterday's recording of what happened to Mr. Overdyke and the 2 students. Check it out, bookmark it, and as you go through, you'll understand how to download files from GitHub, and then also use the Python editor, which is Thani, to load it. I also showed in the video how to use your Hat Emulator in case you can't get your Hat to work from not being installed correctly, or just maybe you didn't update it. There's stuff I showed you on updates, and if you need those links again, when you get to that part, let me know via SV, and I'll put the link in there. I have all of them archived, so you can use it to get further. But without further ado, what do you got to do today? Well, we started on Lab 6 yesterday, but if you're in SB, you'll see it's due today. So Lab 6 and 7, right? Now 7 is due tomorrow night at 8. 6 is due by tonight. If you can demonstrate it, you'll get a bonus of points because that's participation points. You can show me Lab 6 works. I think Lab 6 is about temperatures. Now, we discussed what it was, but I'll put it in the chat in case you forgot what Lab 6 is all about. And that's the Google Code Next curriculum. So let me come here. And it looks like this. This is the link I was telling you about, part of Code Next, right? So put this here. And this is where you will find the labs at. So you click on that link I just put in the chat, and it should take you to the screen. All right. You need to complete Lab 6. And Lab 6 is right here, right after the interact with your Raspberry Pi sec. Now, all these labs we should have done. If you don't, make some time, I don't know, this week before Friday to get them all turned in. And what you need is in each of your files to print out your name somewhere. So I showed you codes in Bestiary. If you're not sure how to do that, start with Lab 5, and you'll see the Bestiary file. Where do I get these files from, Mr. Tyler? Again, if we go to ESB, everybody, I gotta log in, so I'm gonna come over here. If you're at ESB on your Raspberry Pi, you'll find that I gave you links to the Code Next, and this is the Code Next curriculum and the Raspberry Pi repository. So this is the repository, and again, that video shows you what we did with the repository. So you might want to check that out. So I'm gonna give you guys approximately 15 minutes to work on Lab 6, and hopefully after the 15 minutes, some of you guys will be able to share out and show me what you was able to get done on Lab 6. Okay. The codes come from here. I showed students last night. You click on code, this green button after you get to that site, and download zip. Once you do that, and do this from your Raspberry Pi, so you download it onto your Raspberry Pi. Once you do that, use, I think it's stage 2. And if we go to your Code Next curriculum, click on 6, Lab 6, which is due today. And this is the file you're looking for, raspberry census.py. Put this in the chat. That's the file you're trying to get from GitHub to test out and make work. You also have to find some way to make your name display in that program. That's the file I want you to find on GitHub. GitHub link, in case you need that, and put that here. But it's in ESB too, you guys. Come back. And this is the link you need, which is also in ESB. You just need to work on Lab 6. Okay, so I explained everything. Do me a favor, check out the video, see what parts help you. Right? That's the video I did with the students, and me and Norbert I did with the students. At least be able to get the files onto your Raspberry Pi so you can test them out in Thani. Do yourself a favor and watch a few minutes of the video to see where we did. You can scroll through the video and find out how far we went. I'm going to play a little bit of video here so you can see it for yourself, and just try to get caught up. Lab 6 and 7 is the next things that are due, and then we got to get ready for Thursday. That's Lab 8. So start testing these things out, and hopefully you'll be able to share out something. Let me start this video for you guys. Excuse me. I'm not gonna play the whole video because it's like a whole hour, but I do want you to see what we did. Hold on, I gotta share it differently. Because I thought there was a lot of things you guys could take advantage of in this video that we did. We showed students how to download it to the desktop, all of the zip files, and use them in the Thani Python. And also show how students can use the emulator in case their SysHat is not up to running in this video. I'm only going to play about maybe 5 minutes or so. Okay, yep.
Things first. Sinkyra,
Yes.
to share your screen with me so I can see what you've done via the Raspberry Pi here. Because I have log off, and then I need you to do these updates, the software updates.
Yes.
You did that, and then you restarted it.
I don't think I restarted it.
Then we have to go through that again to make sure, okay? So
Okay.
here's what you're going to do. Open your task terminal. Wait, hold on. Is your screen blue or does it show the mountains?
Mine's blue, but I could still do the same thing though.
Okay, so this
I got that link in there.
got the GitHub. Okay.
I had downloaded both of them to my computer, so how do I make it run? I made to my Raspberry Pi.
Right. Do you see my screen?
Now I do, yeah.
Okay, so I'm logged in on VNC Viewer to my screen on my Raspberry. And like I said, if you got them loaded, remember there's zip files. So with zip files, you have to extract the files first, right? So let me go to what I'm talking about.
To my Raspberry Pi.
Right. Remember I told you about these files here? Did you find the bstraight file? You should have all this downloaded to your Raspberry Pi first.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so go to, let's try stage 1. I'm sorry, Raspberry Mons, and you see bstraight, right? Did you find it?
Okay, so hang on. I have to actually access the browser myself and get into the email that you sent, right, Mr. Tyler?
For what, sir?
Downloading the bestiary files.
Well, you can get it from the files I got.
And I got both of them.
Okay. So to get to just one at a time, Overdyke is a quicker way. If you go in the chat, I gave a link to the GitHub repository, like the student repository, and that's where I'm getting these files from. So if you go to Raspimons in that link, I think you can see my screen. But if you click on this here, you can find the file. I'm coming back to you, Sankara, real quick. And you should get this right, Overdyke. And then inside of my Raspimons, there's a script. There are Python codes that are pre-made for the students. So you would run this code, but you need to download it first. So I told Sankara, just to help you out, Overdyke, go to this button here, that screen I gave you, click on code, and download as a zip file. You'll get the entire package from GitHub. That you have to do that onto the Raspberry Pi, though. So you'll have it to use and test out. All right, so I'm gonna come back here, Sankara, and you're gonna run the bestiary. What's wrong, Overdyke?
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
All right, hang on.
All right. So Sankara, try to right-click on it and open up Thani Python EDE. Can you do that?
Okay. Oh, that's unusual. That's unusual. Oh, Daji's in here.
What's unusual? What's wrong?
When I loaded your link, it's basically like did a scroll read all the way down. It's unusual. But I have control of it this time.
Oh, scroll read?
Yeah, like the scroll bar just went down, but I've got control of it this time. That's unusual.
Okay.
But
yeah, well, this has been a long day, so
yeah,
something like that can goofy.
Okay, so
so
hold on a second. If I go to, I have to upload all these files. Which one do I upload?
So okay, where are you at, Overdyke? I'm gonna stop sharing. You show me what you're doing, so we can, because we probably gotta do this again for Daje. Let me find where I'm sharing at stop sharing. You got control of the room, so you can just stop sharing me. Let me see here.
Okay.
All right, no, not hide.
Window.
Stop.
All right, I'm right here. So this is I'm on the VNC
control.
Right here.
Okay.
VNC
You got control now. All right. I gotta get to your screen. Give me a second. Boom. There we go. I can see you now. Because I was trying to show her what to do. All right. Yep. You got it. All right. So Overdyke, you already hit the green button for the zip files, right?
Code right here.
Code. It says code right there. You see that?
Okay.
Click on that.
Yeah, I did not.
Download zip file.
Download zip. Okay.
And it's downloading.
Yeah, it's already did.
Okay. So now you click on that little arrow there. You got two routes. You can go to the file manager, or you can click on that arrow and take you to show folder.
Show in folder. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, click on that arrow. No. You see the arrow by the file? Yeah.
Right here. That's what I just did.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, show in folder. It'll take you right to the file where you put it at, so you can find where you put it. So it went to downloads, looks like. Yep. And yeah. So you've done this before, Overdyke, with the Sonic Pi. That's the files they're using to make the SynTap work.
Okay.
So Overdyke, you got to open it up and put the files inside of the compressed file onto your desktop if you know how to do that.
Okay, so what do I do? Extract to?
Yes, sir. It's a zip file. Works the same way. Click on that little folder there. It should open up another menu and point to where you want it to go.
Desktop.
Yep.
Now
And
what?
now you hit open.
Right here?
No, down there, the bottom. The very
got
bottom.
it. Got it. Now all files.
And then all files extract.
And then nothing
Leave
else
it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Extract.
here. It's doing it.
And the file should pop up on your desktop. I saw it over there in the corner there.
Got it right there. Yeah, I see it.
Now open up Thani so
All
the
right.
students can see how to do this. It's real easy.
Thani is open.
All right. Now hit load.
Load.
And you got to go to your desktop again.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
There's the file. Now, I think we was in Raspy Mons.
My Raspy Mons. Okay.
And we was doing Bestiary.
Okay. So
You
I'll
can
just
click on that and hit OK. And the up. Now hit run. And does anything happen on your Sensat?
Yep. Raspy.
That's what the students have to do. This is what they need help with, Overdyke. That's it.
Sure. Yeah.
Each lab, put the link in there again. Each lab, their code next, it talks to about a different script or algorithm, like we talked about in Lane's class.
Mm-hmm. And it's doing it.
Okay,
It's
and they
actually
have to
showing
learn. They have to figure out how to incorporate their name as their signature. So I'm gonna give you the link. Yeah, well, you can play with it if you want, but that's the hardest part. But
Okay.
the loading it, they shouldn't have issues with. They just haven't installed everything in all cases. That's all.
Okay, so what they can do, and I was able to actually do that, but I actually did it kind of the hard way.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's like some students learn it differently, but that's what Synchira's needs to do on hers. If her Sensat's fully updated and everything's installed, it should work. If it doesn't, then I gotta get her another Sensat. I'm pretty sure it works though. But you gotta walk her through that part.
Okay.
That's as far as she got to get, and then she could test the other files out that are in this lab that I just put in the chat.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was Bestiary. That was lab 2, I
Okay.
think, or 2 and 4, I should say.
Okay. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to shut it off. I don't know how to do that.
You hit the stop button, sir.
Oh, stop right there. Duh. Okay. Now, the cool thing about that is, but now it froze. So I think I'm gonna have to do sense clear because it stopped on my
No, that's supposed to happen.
Okay.
You just it's just an old program. There's nothing wrong with it. You can just write another program in there if you want. Now, the other thing I want you to show them, Overdyke, is how to change it to the emulator in case the Sensat doesn't work. And this is for some students. I see Daje's there, and so is Synkira. So I hope you're paying attention. This is another way to test it if your Sensat is just not working. So go to the very top of the code, Overdyke, in your screen there.
Very top of the code, okay.
And do you see where it says sense_hat?
Sense under, yes, right here.
Change the hat part to EMU.
Okay.
This is what you got to remember for the students. Okay. So is it there? I don't see it changed.
It's
there it was a lag. Okay. So save.
Okay.
And then open up, hit the Raspberry in the corner.
Right here?
Uh-huh. Well, no, I was just saying the Raspberry. You got your file open.
Never mind. My fault. You want me to go to the main menu.
And then programming and go to Hat Emulator. Now, this is in case students don't have their Sensats up and running or something's wrong or whatever. They can still test out all the codes right now if they have their Raspberry at least updated. So we're waiting for it to pop up.
I got lag, so.
Okay, so there it is. Now run the program and see what happens.
Got it.
Now go back to your emulator because I think it's
there. Yeah, it's there.
All right, so this is how the students can test out what's going to happen to Sensat, even if the Sensat is not fully running yet. So they got 2 ways to do their assignment. They do it on the Sensat and make it light up like you see, or they can use a simulator, make sure their code has their name somewhere in there, and they know what they got to do, and turn the code in, the Python file.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's just a small recap of, you want to watch the rest of the video if you can. It shows you other steps that they went through to get their sense hats going. It is 3:09. I wanted to show you that bit, and you can watch the video as long as you need. I just wanted to show you the parts I thought were important. But in terms of, people who are just setting their kits up again, you got to go through all the initial settings and procedures. That's in the beginning of the video. Overdeck explains which commands to type in, how to get the terminal. A lot of things you guys probably didn't do, which is why you're having headaches. Like, 'cause you can put it together, but you're still not done because you got to update everything, right? So once you use, I'm gonna set a clock for 10 minutes more because that was just my clock, so I didn't go over on the video. And try to get the codes over there and test it. If you're confused, start with the very first lab, lab 1, on how you're going to get the, what is it, welcome.py going, and then gradually move up. But due by tonight at 8 p.m. is labs 6, and then tomorrow 7, and Thursday is 8. All right. So we'll set a clock for 10 more minutes. I want you to try, because I know some students are still updating and trying to reinstall everything. Courtney left. Oh no, he left with both his. Okay. I hope he gets lab 6 done. He doesn't come back and I'll mark him absent. Who else left? Kennard is here. Sankara's here. Dajae's here. Aaliyah's here. Who left? I gotta go back to my attendance roster. Oh, just Courtney. Okay. All right. So work on it. I don't want to lecture you guys or belabor it, but I want you to work on these kids and get them going because I'm not going to lie, February 4th is around the corner. That's 2 weeks away almost. And I don't want nobody coming to me the last minute talking about what can I do? I'm going to look at you sideways like, what could you have done? Like today before the quarter was over. So do these things now and try to be successful, okay? If you got questions, you can ask them. I'm just sitting here, but I just want you to really focus on trying to get lab 6 and any other lab you haven't done completed.
Mr. Tyler,
Yes, Miss Kennard.
I don't understand this. You can just not do it.
You say you want to share your screen.
I said I don't understand this. Can I just not do it?
So what? What do you? I can barely hear you, Kennard. What do you want to do?
I don't understand this.
What, the lab?
Yeah.
Well, what didn't? What don't you understand? What's wrong?
None of it.
Kennard, you can't say any none of it, and you know how to read.
Well, it's hard to follow along to it.
Why?
Boy, get out. Stop making weird noise. Move.
So let me share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. You're on lab 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look. So did you get this Raspberry senses.py file first?
Yeah.
And you put it in your editor?
Yeah.
What is it doing?
And nothing. Some numbers popped up after I tried to do something. I tried to do it on my own. And
Right.
after most of the numbers popped up, and then I don't understand everything else.
Okay, so let's go through it slowly. It says here that you put the file in, you got all this done, right?
Yeah.
Did you put the other commands in the file?
What what command?
So you got this one here, right?
Yeah.
You put that in there,
Mhm.
and then the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta keep going. And then it says type show messages, right? So this tells you what it is. And then in 4, what about these commands? So the lab 6 is about you putting more commands in there because it doesn't have all of the commands to make it work. You basically turned it into a temperature sensor. So you got the rest of those or no?
Did I do it wrong?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to see your screen, but did you put all of the commands in or you just put some of them in?
I put all of them in up into the print 12. Hold on. Let me go back.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. So you got 4 done?
Since that shows STR temperature, I think I got that one in.
Okay.
Hold on. No, I don't.
Do you see my screen? I'm on types now.
Yeah, I put that in.
Okay, so let's keep going. And then all you're doing is you're putting the commands in and you're going to save your file and rerun it, Kennard. So let's see, you got the next part, right?
I can't find them, but I did go across it. And
You see you can't find what?
oh, hold on. I did put that one in.
Okay, so let's keep going. I just got to make sure you did everything. I think you understand what to do. You a little frustrated because it didn't. You expecting to do something else, I guess, or we're gonna find out.
Was
So
the numbers just only supposed to pop up? Only the numbers?
you said what?
Was the numbers the only thing that was supposed to pop up on the sunset?
Okay. You got to put some more in though. So you got temperature, integer equals temperature. You got this one, and so did you get all the way down to where is it? This last line where you put the conversion for temperature in?
The conversion, yeah. I think I got stuck on that part.
Well, what did you get stuck at? Which part? The
The
recast part?
the if stuff. If else else.
Right here?
Was I only supposed to like put it in? That's it. No,
Yeah.
damn. So
Right. You're supposed to put it into the file that you got from the GitHub, right?
mm,
All those commands. So those are the next commands you put in there after you enter the file in. And then once you get all those commands, you're going to run it.
what was the
So,
last? What was the
huh?
last one? I'm trying to check the last one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Take your time. You can do it. You just got to make sure everything's in there before you run it. And even still, turn it in if you think you got it. And I'll look at it and see how close you got.
I got all that.
Okay, and then you saved it.
No, not yet.
Make sure you save it and stop whatever program is running. You gotta hit stop and then run it. Make sure you have the program that you just put in there saved so it can run.
She talking about me. She playing music while I'm in school.
I was gonna say I can't really hear you now.
Exactly. That's my sister
Oh,
playing music. It's
okay.
some music, not some music. The numbers popped up. I put everything in.
The numbers popped up. Is it the temperature?
That was supposed to change colors. Yeah, a
Well,
temperature
yeah.
color.
Then you got it. Why are you, girl? So you got it working. You just think you don't got it working.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Um, the first one's lab 5, 4, 3. What were they supposed to be put together? Like you got to put all
You,
those together.
which one are you talking about? Which step?
The first couple labs. 3.
Okay. You talking about 4? You talking about 3?
Cause you know how when you put them in there, then you gotta add the other labs onto it, the stages, and then you gotta put. Then it's gonna all work.
Right. Okay, so you got all of it in there, and then you said repeat the same thing for the humidity using sense. So did you do it to humidity as well? You see where it says do the same thing to humidity?
Do the same. This dot get humidity.
Right. It's a humidity feature in there. So
And
let's
I put
open it up. You
anything
said what?
else. Oh, it's a that's a foul.
No, it's not a file. It should be in there. It says repeat the same thing for humidity, and you look for this command here: humidity dot sense dot get underscore humidity in parentheses. You see that?
I got it.
Okay, so you got to continue on, and then you didn't finish because you know you got some more statements you got to type in here. So you got the if temperature is and all that in there too.
Do I put that before since dot get humidity or after?
So let's read it slowly. It says the project features 3 Raspberry images: Raspberry hot, cold, and fine. So you're programming it so it can show what it needs to show you when it's hot, cold, or whatever, right? So you need to put that, at least type that in there. You can do it after you type everything else up because it's still going to run. Okay. Now there's a section that says try, and it has these little locks, right? Did you get this far?
This
I'm further down, but this is the part I was telling you to finish up on.
right after I put all that in there.
Right, and
I'm
right.
gonna
You
try.
come down here and try some of these solutions. Now you can guess at what to do, but you got to try the solutions. And then I think if you click next, you did all that. If you see here, I'm gonna put in the chat what you're supposed to see. It says takeaways at the very bottom, so you know what you're looking for. So let me put that here. Okay, Lee, are you there?
What does it mean? Make a Rasmus change appearance.
Make a Raspberry on what?
It's right there. Make a Rasmus change appearance based on the conditions of its environment.
Oh. Conditions of the environment, right? So whether it's hot in the room, cold in the room. So what I could do is I could take, I got a space heater. I could take the space heater and it blows out heat and put it on top of the Raspberry Pi. It should turn to the image that means hot, right? And then if I open a window and put the Raspberry Pi by the window and the cold air comes in, it should show the image. That's what you're programming now up here, Kennard. So You see this? It says if, and these are situations. So if it is cold in the room, you'll see this type of pixel, right? If it's hot, you'll see this. This is what you're programming now. They're called conditions. So that explains this last part that I put in the chat. All right. So make sure you go through all the steps. When you click on next, I think you go to the very next lab, right? And then you're done with that one. Let's go to the top. Is this lab 7? And it is. Lab 6 should take you all of 50 minutes. So if you move too fast, Ms. Kennard, you're probably not done with it, because it says it takes about 50 minutes to do everything. That's why I was giving y'all so much time on it. Now, what I don't want you to do is get frustrated and be like, forget it. Program as much as you can, and then we're going to troubleshoot it together tomorrow. But the first part is making the file, what you're doing. And then at the end of your file, when you do that, make sure you save everything constantly so you don't lose none of your work, okay? All right, so it's 3:31. I want you guys to focus your energy on getting this assignment done and not so much just sitting here with me. So to make sure your internet runs well and you don't have bandwidth issues because of video and everything else, everybody should be able to leave in about 3 more minutes if you don't have any questions. I'm going to be here till about 3:39. But I'm going to let you guys leave a little early so you can just focus on getting these codes to work. And I know some students just got new kids, so they're starting from the beginning. So you might want to use that time to, because I know for a fact, if you're not connected to Google Meet and using your video and audio or trying to see me, your internet run a little bit faster because you're not draining it down. Use that this time where I'm letting you off to log off from Google Meet, and then your download speeds for your kit might increase. So nobody got any questions? In about 3 more minutes, you're free to go. Getting a lot of new students here. This is Overdyke. No, that's Ortiz. We got some more new students. Cool. By the way, the video will be available to you in case you need to review it. I want to say at least by 5 o'clock. We're just saying it because I didn't have a prep period. I had to cover Miss Lane's class. So use this time to use the videos to catch up in case you didn't understand something.
You said 4 and 5 was the quiz. The quiz.
I want to say 4:35 because I'm going to try to download all of them first. So if you don't see it at 4:30, it should be there at 5, 30 minutes later, basically. Okay. Yes.
The quiz code.
You said the quiz what?
Which labs was for the quiz?
That was 4 and 5.
Okay.
And there's a link in SB as to where to turn it into. All right, it is 3:35. You guys can use the remainder of this time to just work on your work. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Try to turn in lab 6 by 8 p.m. tonight, if you can. Everybody's leaving. See y'all tomorrow. Lee there, Dajay. Okay, Dajay left. Well, one of Dajay left. Oh, two of Dajay left. What about you, Aaliyah? Aaliyah. Oh, I think she stepped away from her computer. Hey, Aaliyah, Miss Mims, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you have been calling your name. What happened?
My bad.
Okay. All right. Well, class is about over. How are you coming with your kids so far?
Good.
Okay. All right. Well, you can log off, and I'll check you tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be a little further along.
All right. See you
All right.
tomorrow this time.
See you tomorrow.